Hey guys, welcome back. So it's raining, and like a dummy, I left this morning and forgot to throw my rain gear in the bags on my bike. So we're definitely going to get a little wet on the way home, but I think it's going to be an interesting experiment to see exactly how much rain protection a Pan Am actually offers. I can tell you from experience, my Valkyrie I've ridden through quite a bit of rain on. That bike offers pretty good rain protection, but you're going to get wet from about the waist down because the way the fairing sat, the water's going to run down the tank and just soak you from the waist down. My Fat Boy, I didn't ride it in the rain much. I tried not to, but I did get caught in the rain once or twice with it. And the windshield on that bike, actually, as long as you were moving, kicked most of the rain up over your head. And pretty much as long as you stayed moving, what got wet was from the knees down. In a light rain like this isn't a very heavy rain, thank heavens. But so far what I'm finding on the Pan Am is that the rain that's coming off of the windshield is going up over my head. My visor is actually staying clear because I'm getting rain on my visor, but I do use Rain-X on my visor, and I actually cleaned it, made sure all the bug pieces were off of it right before I left work. And the wind is blowing the rain right off my visor, so I'm not getting a lot of rain. I'm not getting a lot of rain that's staying on my visor, which is nice. My visibility's good. I can definitely feel my pant legs are getting wet. That is what it is. I kind of anticipated that was going to be the case. My boots are not doing too bad. So we're just cruising along down the interstate. I'd rather not take the back roads when it's raining, just simply because, especially not on a bike that I'm still familiarizing myself with, because the curves and the downshifts, upshifts, things like that. I just less chance of having an incident, so I'll take the highway. Now I will say, I threw the Pan Am in rain mode for the first time, and it really detunes. It pulls the power way back on this bike when you put it in rain mode. In sport mode, in my custom ride mode, even in off-road mode for the little bit that I did use it, the throttle response is still pretty crisp. In rain mode, I'm using more throttle in rain mode than I ever thought I would have to use on this bike. And I actually stalled it once pulling out of work because I just didn't give it enough throttle. And I mean, there are times I'm actually, trying to accelerate down the entrance ramp, getting up to a point of 3/4 throttle, and it still feels really doggy there. Which, on a bike like this, I completely understand why it's detuned to that much, because if I was running with my full power, full throttle response in wet weather like this, it would absolutely take no effort at all to break the back tire loose. Brake wise, the brakes still feel great. I didn't see an ABS light or anything flashing when I was hitting the brakes, but I know when you put it in rain mode, it's supposed to change the ABS mapping to, I guess, bring the ABS in more if necessary. It does drop the engine braking way back. I could feel that when I was getting ready to get on the interstate as I was coming up on the exit or the entrance ramp. So, I can honestly say it does instill a bit of confidence when you're out in the rain like this, knowing that if I did grab a little too much throttle, it's not just going to spin the back tire on me, because this is a really peppy bike. It's really fun, but that is something that would be, I'd be concerned about, especially if you with a less experienced all-around rider, that maybe this is their first big bike and they're stepping up from, say, a 500 or 700 style bike, and they went up to this 1250. The jump in power would be phenomenal, and it's going to take a little getting used to. So just keeping that in mind. The tops of my legs actually are staying pretty dry. I'm shocked. The front of my legs are definitely wet. I can tell that. My arms don't feel like they're getting that wet, even in this mesh jacket, and my chest feels like it's staying pretty dry. I am wearing my mesh riding jacket, so you know, that's a bonus. That means that it's actually keeping a lot of the water, the windshield slash fairing, I don't know exactly what you want to call everything in front of me here, but the windshield, the little wings on the lower portion of the windshield, they seem like they're doing a really good job of pushing that rain around me. And like I said, it's not a real heavy rain, but you can see I'm dealing with a lot of road spray from the traffic. So having that degree of weather protection helps, because let's face it, I don't care, you can buy the absolute best rain gear out there, and you know, rain gear works well, but it is not a 100% keep you dry all the time kind of thing. You're always going to find damp spots when you got rain gear on. It's just the way it is, but at least it keeps you from getting soaked to the bone. The better the rain gear, the better the protection, but when you're on a motorcycle and you're dealing with wind and things of that nature, it's going to force the rain to find spots that you normally wouldn't normally go. So having the extra wind protection of the windshield, I mean, it's doing its job really well. I'm truly impressed. So we talked about the okay, so I want to show you guys something. Coming back to riding in the rain. So I'm in rain mode now. I'm at 48 miles an hour at roughly 5,000 RPM. I'm going to crack the throttle wide open. Watch how slow the response is. Now I'm slowing back down, but I wanted to show you how slow that response is. I'm not going to switch modes and do that again right now, because with the pavement wet, I would probably spin the back tire before the traction control kicked in. If you put it in highway mode or sport mode and do that, oh boy, and these heated grips are really working well. I got them on one, and as long as I keep my hands on the bars, that hand is nice and toasty. But if I was in any other mode, oh man, this thing takes off like a rocket ship. So you could definitely tell we were headed downhill even. So you know, it was very, very slow to redline, where this bike is normally very snappy, and you can't hardly keep it off the red line if you're accelerating hard, and you don't need to go wide open throttle hardly ever. I mean, it's just that quick. You go a quarter throttle and this bike just wants to take off. So the rain mode does really detune it, but this bike needs that detuning in the rain just to help keep you a little safer, keep you from having an oops. But like I was trying to show you, actually I can't complain. The front of my legs are wet. I don't know if you can see that here. Maybe the other side would be better. You can kind of see the front of my leg down from my knees down is wet. From my knees up, and my crotch stayed dry. Now it wasn't pouring. My chest is dry. My outer arms are a little damp, but there's mesh on the inside. So really, I can't complain. This bike actually offers really decent rain protection in a light rain like that. If you get in a heavy rain, there aren't too many bikes out there that are going to offer ample wind protection, because it's just the drops are bigger, it's coming down harder, it's going to find its way around. But for a light rain like this, I can't complain, and the bike handled fine in the rain. I wasn't pushing it hard, but I never felt not confident. So at any rate, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Please do me a favor, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, rate the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. If you have any ideas for videos or things you'd like to see, maybe you're thinking about buying one of these bikes and you've got a question that you haven't seen a video on, ask me, because I am going to do a video walking around the bike and show you some of the things on this 23 that they have changed that I know people complained about on the 21s. So please, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned because there's going to be plenty more videos on this bike, guys. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next one.